Nitkellmu dwar il-futbol smajna f'dawn l-aħħar jiem il-irtira mill-karriera tiegħu Steven Gerrard tal-Liverpool. Ħanatu tribute tagħna.
He represents everything that is about Liverpool, the club and the city as well.
He's an inspiration to the city for everyone who wants to follow their dreams.
You kind of see him as one of your own in a way, you can relate to him.
He plays for his people.
He's a local lad, probably the greatest player to ever play for Liverpool.
Gerrard, you beauty! What a head, son! What a head!
Oh, it's got to be Istanbul.
Lifeline for Liverpool. Who else? Their captain, Steven Gerrard.
Puts his hands in the air to drive the fans forward. Steven could do the impossible.
For me, he's the closest thing you come to an actual superhero.
Gerrard!
His knowledge to dig us out of trouble when we weren't playing well.
Trust him to be the man to restore pride at Anfield.
Mela, biex nitkellmu dwar il-karriera ta' Steven Gerrard għandna fuq il-linja kollegament magħna mal-Ingilterra vuċi popolari mal-Maltin, speċjalment anke ma' dawk l-Ingliżi u dak li jilagħbu il-PlayStation, il-FIFA World Cup. Martin Tyler, Sky Sports. Martin, good evening to you.
Good evening to you.
What a brilliant voice, and how many people have been made happy by your voice, especially when the people they support score?
Well, and certainly in Steven Gerrard's case, when you were playing those goals there,
Exactly.
I was thinking, I won't be shouting his name again because I did it so often. Of course, he gave us so much pleasure, so much entertainment, and everything in football does come to an end, of course, but he's had a wonderful career.
Martin, in your words, who was or who is Steven Gerrard?
In my words, he is a man who was born to play for Liverpool. I would guess the first time he played for Liverpool, he fulfilled a dream, but it just got better and better and better. The passion for the club is one thing, but he also played with his head as well as with his heart. He drove the team forward in many, many matches, as you all know, and was versatile in the positions that he could play. And I just think we should concentrate at this time when people retire. There's a lot of mentions about what they didn't do. He didn't win the league, for example. England didn't win a trophy when he played any of his 114 caps. But
Right.
what he did was make winning football for Liverpool and make the whole area and all the Liverpool fans around the world proud of the team, proud of him. A fantastic career and a great guy. I've been lucky to know him for many years now, and I'm proud to know him.
Martin, what is important as well, without obviously this is nothing to do with any football bias, but Steven Gerrard was also a gentleman on the pitch, was he?
Well, he had his flashpoints, didn't he? Obviously, when you care so much about the team that you're playing for and the result, there will be moments. I was at Anfield a couple of years ago for that, 38 seconds he got sent off after coming on as a substitute. He wasn't very good at coming on as a substitute anyway, because he always started. But no, he had his moments where any human being would have in a competitive environment. But in terms of representing the club, in terms of representing himself and his family, he off the pitch he was near perfect, really. And I think surely he will come back to work for Liverpool in some capacity. Whether that, I can understand the difficulties of it because there are other people running the team now, and Jurgen Klopp's created a wonderful setup. And if Steven comes into the club, there'll always be the cry for Steven to be the next manager. But I'm sure he'll bide his time. He cares so much about it, and I think his time again will come in the dugout rather than on the pitch.
Obviously, footballers come and go in clubs and leave their mark. But what's the mark Gerrard leaves on the Liverpool FC? Well,
of history, of he didn't win the league. That's Liverpool's collective problem, is it? Not down to him, but he won the FA Cups, he won the League Cups 3 times, I think, and he won other honours, the UEFA Cup, and of course in Istanbul, the Champions League. So he's contributed to a good period in Liverpool's history. Not the best, he'd be the first to admit that, because what happened in the 70s and the 80s, they were truly outstanding. I just often wonder what that team would have been like with Steven Gerrard. Not many would have got in it from the time of Steven Gerrard's generation, but he would have done. And he's left a hard act to follow in some ways as an individual player, and a great example, I think, for those who are going to lead the club on the field and indeed around the town. He's going to be somebody they'll look up to. Anybody who's called the next Steven Gerrard is going to have a big weight on their shoulders.
That's right. That's right.
Someone will come along, I'm sure, at one point, and we'll as the game does it. No one's irreplaceable, but many are sort of remembered. This is one you'll never forget, Steven Gerrard.
Martin, stay with us for just a few seconds. We're going to show your commentary on a special goal by Steven Gerrard.
Lovely cushioned header. But Gerrard! Oh, you beauty! What a head, son! What a head!
Martin, legendary. Did you need any lozenges after that shout?
Well, I think it was mostly Andy Gray, wasn't it? I'm always proud of that one because I managed to get the word Gerrard in before Andy took over. It was a great night for Stephen, for Liverpool, and for us up on the gantry as well, as it often was when we were commentating on Stephen's performances.
Thank you so much, Martin Tyler, for being with us. It's a great pleasure, great honour too. Have a good night.
And you. Thank you.
Mela, qabel ma nispiċċaw, jiena tkellim dal-għoddu ma' Michael Owen li kien kollega ma' Steven Gerrard. Ħan nisimgħu dabbatilna dan il-filmat apposta.
Well, the news is just in that Steven Gerrard is retiring at the end of the season, and I think it's probably news that we all expected. I don't think he ever wanted to leave Liverpool. I think the idea was for him to stay there until the end of his career. But he moved to America, and I pretty much was sure that was going to be his last move. From here on in, well, you'd have to think Stevie going into management. Already noises that he's going to. And the ultimate dream, surely, for every copite is that he ends up as a Liverpool manager in the future.
Dak kien Michael Owen. Sinjuri, aħna wasalna fit-tmiem dan il-programm, grazzi tal-li kontu magħna. Aħna l-appuntament tagħna għal nhar it-tnejn li ġej fis-6:30 minn hawn ftit ieħor One News u mbagħad One Week. Aħna niltaqgħu kif edna nhar it-tnejn li ġej. Weekend it-tajjeb.